Go live. Hello, everyone. This is a very spontaneous live stream. And we will see who swings by. And I hope you are good. Let me see really quick. Go live. Hello, everyone. Perfect. How is it going? It's Friday, and it has been a pretty... I was going to say midweek, but I don't think it's been a midweek, but you know what I mean? It's like, it was a week that it wasn't so quiet, and it wasn't so loud. Well, maybe sometimes, but more importantly, I hope that a couple of you can swing by and just, I don't know, like what you've been playing, what you've been watching, and just hypothetical question, you know? When you use, one of my favorite questions to everybody is, if you got that batter ready, are you going to make a pancake or are you going to make a waffle? That's always a fun question, the waffle or pancake, man. There's some Gear 6 rumors and Hollow Knight and apparently like Ubisoft stuff, just in case it does get quiet. But I especially just felt like interacting with the community today, just seeing how you are doing. Plus, as you can see, I have my fancy cam working great finally. But I see all airtime, Aquarius Gaming, Carolina. I don't know how to say this. 0 KTH 1 NK. So I'm going to call that NK. But yeah, thanks for swinging by, guys. I hope all is well. And seriously, what you guys got planned this weekend? And answer me the pancake, or you know what? I'm going to make a poll. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to make it right now. Let's see. There can only be one. There can only be one. Pancake waffles. Voted that poll. But yeah, all airtime. The rumors have been insane. I would say they've been. It's been a week that the internet's been the internet. You know, where there's credible insiders, where there's speculation, which is the favorite thing of mine. It's been a week that there's been some things happening. But also, like, fun fact, I was on the Gaming Duo podcast last night. They posted the episode this morning, so if you want some more thoughts on like the Hellblade 2 previews, and apparently the head of that studio leaving, I had no idea. I literally found out during the podcast. And the Gear 6 rumors, I talk about that a bit more on that, but I will be happy to address it here if you guys so ask. But feel free to ask about anything else. So far, the waffles are winning the poll. Oh my goodness, you're crazy. Paragon waffles are supreme. By the way, is audio okay? Audio, picture, everything working all right? Let me know. Question mark. Aquarius Gaming. Excuse me? Gear 6 rumors? Yeah, I'll dive into that. Because I don't know, I might just pull from this stream to make the video. Because there is, like, people really liked my Activision Blizzard King Game Pass theory I did back in January, which that theory was wrong. So that's why it's speculation and theories. It's not me spouting facts. It's me simply giving thoughtful ideas. But people really like that video. And I might have another crazy one. About, I don't know if I want to spoil it yet, but it kind of has to do with Gears, and I'm just like, I think there's credence to this idea. So yeah, I'll go into a little bit of the Gear 6 rumors. Carolina, I still need to complete the first Hollow Knight. Hey, I only touched it for like 2 hours, I think. Great game, but I don't know. I just haven't found myself in a place that I want to play through the whole thing. Yeah, all airtime. I am super with that. We are freaking next month. Next month is I was gonna say Helldivers. Next month is Hellblade 2, man. That's so freaking cool. I'm so stoked for that. So happy. But yeah, Hellblade 2. Super stoked for that. I hear my roommate saying, yes. But yeah, Hellblade 2. That's my most anticipated game of the year. It's coming out next month. I'm locking down, man. I'm not going to book any shoots, not going to do any content. I am just going to be locked down that day, play through the whole thing, probably in one day, because it's not going to be a long game. But we'll see. Yeah, Paragon, it's been passing by. This year has been passing by so fast. Now, is there anybody here that is above the 25-year mark? Does anybody feel like shouting that out? Are you above the first quarter of the 100-year quest? Are you 25% through the 100-year quest? Because I tell you, man, fun fact, I have a therapist. Not because I need one, but just because I thought it'd be a great investment, and it has been. I just meet with them once a month. And I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, I shared with him, and I've shared with all my friends recently. I'm just like, it feels like the older you get, the faster time moves. Do you guys disagree with that? Like, the older you get, the faster time moves. And I think it's because you just experience more, and that's like a plug-in to my anime channel. I did this video about Furin. Any Furin watchers over here? And yeah. Time moves so fast for her because she's lived for like over 1,000 years, you know? So, all airtime says, sadly, yes, exactly. Think says, nah, I feel that totally. Yeah. Or I think all airtime is saying, sadly, yes to the 25-year plus thing. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how fast time moves. What is this poll? Pancakes is pulling over. Pancakes is pulling over Waffles? You know, it's funny. I think Waffles, it's like it's 50-50 now. I think like Waffles, when you're craving it, it's like the hit. But Pancakes, I can't imagine life without ever getting another pancake ever again. You know what I mean? It's like Waffles hits when it hits, but Pancakes is like universal. So I think I would choose Pancakes. I think it would be the more consistent one for me. But anyhow. Hyrule, as for Gear 6, no words. Look, let's just address the Gear 6 thing, because that's part of the thumbnail. That's what the title is. But I know folks start to trickle in this stream, so I kind of wanted to wait until lots of peeps get in, you know. For instance, I had no idea, like just a little for funsy little thing here. Can I go full screen here? There we go. I thought this was cool. This is like a little neat thing that happened today. Xbox has this official art piece of the Series X, which is a very cool picture of, just the Series X and this art of Halo Infinite and Chief running. And I'm just like, I'm shocked to finally see Halo marketing from Xbox directly. I really hope we get some kind of PR move to give Infinite a second chance. I was shocked, dude. I'm like, I can't believe you're not running with like Starfield or... Oops, I'm covering the picture. I can't believe you're not running with like Starfield or Forza or maybe even Hellblade, because that's coming up. Like I for some reason feel like Xbox just refuses to market Halo, period. Other than just uploading whatever 343 uploads. You know, like they're just a secondhand uploader. Like, if 343 uploads a trailer to the Halo channel, then the Xbox channel will upload it. But it's like, just getting an actual official marketing piece from Xbox here with Halo anything, I'm just severely shocked, because I just totally gave up faith that Xbox would ever do that again. I feel like Xbox just won't touch marketing Halo in any way, showcase, billboard, artwork, whatever, until whatever the next Halo game is. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, like Carolina says, when can Xbox market COD? Well, they can't do that until... I can actually answer that. That won't be until at least January, Carolina. January 2025, I think, through the FTC stuff, that's when we found out that like they have a marketing deal with PlayStation, and it seems like that deal pretty much is up in January next year. So, which is another reason, by the way, a lot of people think that Call of Duty, like the next Call of Duty game, if there is one coming out this year, which I think there's supposed to be, a lot of people think it's going to be day one of Game Pass, and it's going to be kind of crazy because that was another thing in the FTC stuff that a lot of people are forgetting or just don't know. Probably more likely just don't know. That's not allowed either. Like, until this marketing deal with PlayStation is up, they are not allowed to take over the marketing. They are not allowed to have a Game Pass launch. Call of Duty is probably going to be completely absent from the Xbox showcase. FYI. So it's going to be kind of interesting for that to happen. But everything else is fair game because PlayStation and everybody didn't bother to ask about that. All they cared about is Call of Duty. So, Gotham Guardian. Furin is German. In English, it means freeze. It's like she's frozen in time. Makes sense. All airtime, Gear 6. I ain't ready, man. Noah, you can always eat pancakes, but you have to be in the mood for waffles. Exactly. Like you can exactly. You nailed it, Noah. But we're still 50-50, it looks like. Hyrule, what they need to do with Gear 6 is restart the series. Then why call it Gear 6? I think you wouldn't call it Gear 6 then. I think you would call it like Gears subtext. Maybe instead of Gears of War, they title it like, well, first off, they can't leave Gears 5. Like, Gears 5 literally ended on a cliffhanger. You can't just leave that storyline unfinished. So, no matter what, Gear 6 has to happen. But I'm totally not opposed to a Gears spinoff or a revamp or whatever. But I think if they do, maybe instead of calling it Gears or Gears of War, maybe it's like, I don't know, chat. Let's think of a name together. It has Gears in it. It could either end with Gears or start with Gears. What would be potentially a new Gears, like a revamp or something? That's a good question. Gears. You can't not say Gears of War, man. It's so perfect of a title. Okay, this came in at the perfect time. I needed someone to calm me down. Well, that is perfect, Kay. Like, I got some news stuff. Oh, actually, Kay, you're perfect for this next thing I'm going to bring up while folks trickle in. Yeah, because I got some Ubisoft stuff. Yeah, some Ubisoft stuff. Gears Redemption. I don't know. What if just like Red Gears or something? Or the Blood of Gears. Gears of War is so iconic. Like, how do you... I was going to think of like Gears of something, but then I'm like, I want to say war. But anyway. Jackson, hi. They need to port Gears 2 and 3 to PC or remaster them. I'm shocked that hasn't happened yet. Like, there's been a lot of rumors about a Gears collection of some kind. That has been a thing for many years. I would say the Gears collection has been like as long of a thing as the Metroid collection. Like, for some reason, those two just keep, I don't know, Jackson, Red Gears Redemption 2. That's perfect. Red Gears Redemption 2. Call of Gears. Gears Infinite. All right. Gotham Guardian. Maybe they announce on Xbox Showcase the next COD officially. But see, Gotham, they can't do that. Like, that has to be... They can't start marketing Call of Duty, at least like trailer or poster or whatever. Well, like official marketing campaigns until the PlayStation thing is up. Like, the PlayStation got like exclusive rights to first reveals of Call of Duty, I believe, until January 2025. Like, this next game is it. After this next game, Xbox basically has free reins of Game Pass, of marketing. At least that's to my understanding. Maybe things got worked out or something, but Gears Field. Okay, there was 2 earthquakes? Holy shit. I got to message Robin Kelvin from the Gaming Duo podcast. Yo, are you two okay? I heard something about earthquakes over there today. Okay. Damn, Kay. I hope you're good. Like, obviously you're good if you're here, but like, just, you know, emotionally and mentally, because that's terrifying. When was the last time any of you guys experienced an earthquake? Folks, we're almost at 20 viewers. When we get there, I'd love to talk about the Gears business. Bring your friends in here, like the stream, keep chatting away. Muhammad, I haven't seen that name in a hot minute. By the way, thanks for swinging by, guys. Like, we're, wow, are we really already 16 minutes into this stream? That's wild. I feel like it's only been 3 minutes. This is what I love to do, by the way. I have this YouTube coach, and next week I want to kind of talk to him about, like, I have a feeling I just want to be like a live channel that ports over his topics as videos, because I just love talking with you guys. But that's not exactly that discoverable of content. That's just very community driven content. But I want to figure out if there's a way that I could just do that and just do nothing but community content. Is there a way that can become discoverable? AKA reach out to new people. Because, yeah, I just love chatting with you guys. Gears Field. Snapshot a few minutes ago. This is my first one ever, Kay? Holy shit. Yeah, there was an earthquake in New Jersey. I felt up in Rhode Island. Oh my goodness. So something up there. Wow. Yeah, the only earthquake I've experienced was when I was in 3rd grade. It was wild. That was pretty terrifying. I don't remember it happening. I just remember like the feeling and then the after. Like we all had to stay in the field of our school for like an hour or two just to make sure there wasn't like an aftermath or something. I'll just bring this up while Kay's here to hopefully brighten up a little bit. I mean, this isn't exactly a lot, but like just a little fun thingy I thought was interesting that happened this week is Ubisoft. Ubisoft has a sort of presentation, their usual Ubisoft Forward happening on June 10th. They announced that, and I don't know if there's many of us Ubisoft folks here. I know Ubisoft they're kind of like hit and miss with the general mainstream, you know, and they've definitely downscaled like how many teams and whatnot that they have and what they're producing especially. But yeah, they announced that they're going to have a Ubisoft Forward for around June 10th, which I believe Summer Game Fest is going to be, like the kickoff show is going to be June 7th. And knowing Xbox, I don't know if Nintendo is going to bother with a June show of any kind. They didn't have a February one. Knowing Xbox is going to be on the Sunday. Yeah, I bet Xbox is going to be June 9th. So I bet this is going to be... Summer Game Fest is going to be Friday, June 7th. I bet you Xbox Showcase is going to be June 9th on Sunday. And then this Ubisoft Forward will be on June 10th on Monday. So starting to shape up into that whole showcase season. So I don't know if any of you guys have anything you would hope to see at the Ubisoft Forward. One thing you will not see, though, is, well, you might see it, but Star Wars Outlaws. That's easily the most anticipated Ubisoft game coming out soon. Like, it was even one of the 5 most anticipated games of the Game Awards last year. But apparently next week, they're going to drop the world premiere of the Star Wars Outlaw story trailer. The story trailer. And it's funny because this game is supposed to come out this year. So if this is coming out this year and they're dropping a story trailer, I wonder if we get a release date. I'm really curious about this one though, man. Just like, they literally brought to shame kind of what Starfield was doing, where you know, like, oh, fly to any of these planets. But like when you watch the gameplay of this, you see them get in their ship, no weird loading thing or anything. The camera just shifts to being a pilot and you take off, fly up into the sky, and you're just in outer space and can hyper jump to another planet and just land on the planet. That looked insane. Like I think that is exactly like what I want next gen space travel to be, where it's just like seamless. You know, you literally just fly up into the sky. And obviously, maybe you're not able to just fly to another planet, but just warp drive to it, warp in front of it, and you're in this. And I'm sure, like, when you fly into the planet, maybe there's like 5 different zones, you know, like you can't just land anywhere in the planet, but maybe just like regions, you know, you fly into that area and you'll pop up here or something. I'm sure there's a way they'll control that, because this isn't Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2. I can't believe. Does anybody remember Beyond Good and Evil 2? Oh my goodness. But anyways, so that's a little bit Ubisoft stuff I thought was interesting. Black Prism, hello. As you continue to achieve your desires at the same time, inspire others to work hard for their ambitions no matter what. You are amazing. Have a nice days, stay safe, and enjoy life. Thank you, Black Prism. I really wish recently my subscriber count has, like, it's not even just flatlined, but apparently, like, I've been losing a lot of subscribers. Don't know why. But I appreciate the words, man. I've really been trying to figure out with my coach, like, how the hell can I appeal to the ideal viewer, which is just somebody that's really looking for people to talk about their love for games, like whether it's past stuff. Like, I had a fun question with Rob and Kelvin last night after we recorded the Gaming Duo podcast show, and they were like, and I asked you guys this too, this is an interesting one. They were like, what's on your guys, like, what's like the top game on your backlog that's like a game from 3 or 4 years ago, like it's at least 3 or 4 years old? And I was like, that's, Kelvin, that's a good question. Like, I would love to do a piece of content on that. But you know what? People don't care unless it's like something current or news or whatever. But I thought that was a fantastic question. Like, I was excited to like talk about that. And that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't have to be about news. It could just be about stuff that we can connect over and just ask each other and answer with each other. And I really hope to create that environment. And if you've been paying attention to posts, I posted something everywhere this week about like a potential thing with that. If you want to get to be able to do that more for totally free, this is not a plugin. It is just simply, here's a gift to you. Take it. There's no cost to doing this whatsoever, other than simply going to a different platform. But I'm going to start doing some free Patreon posts. If you want more topics, and soon, not quite yet, if you want more vocal chats, if I think there was something else, like just more stuff that is now on Patreon for totally free. I posted my Persona 3 Reload review. I finally beat the game, yes, and I rambled about it for like a half hour there. So, but I did that because I know that wouldn't function good as a YouTube video. I knew that wouldn't function good as a YouTube video. So that's what I mean. So you can go there. This point forward, there will be free content on there that you can engage with. And then all I ask is if you start liking it a lot, then consider upgrading. But in no way do you have to. Just like here, if you just like watching content, then go for it. But it's like, I'm hoping to bring more stuff to you guys, and that way you could hopefully give me more feedback as to what you like most. So anyway. Jackson, a Black Flag remake would be amazing. Can you imagine? Well, if they were doing a Black Flag remake, they wouldn't have even bothered with Skull and Bones. Could Balatro be Game of the Year this year? Mohammed, I don't even know what Balatro is. But yeah, I think all airtime, I think release date for Star Wars Outlaws, that is absolutely coming up soon, for sure. Carolina, the Starfield comparisons will show up on Twitter. Oh yeah, for sure. Any space game going forward is going to be like Starfield is going to become either a weapon or a marauder, whatever the phrase. Yeah. Pariah. Yeah. Gotham, Ubisoft Forward. I just want a great cinematic trailer for Assassin's Creed Red. Then I'm happy. I think I heard Assassin's Creed Red that got delayed, I believe. I don't remember when it was supposed to launch. Can anybody answer that? But Muhammad, agree or disagree? Lara Croft is the best video game character of all time. Disagree. I definitely don't think Lara Croft. I think I know where that's coming from. There was like some magazine or post or something that said that. Disagree. As for who's the best video game character of all time, I don't know. I don't dare answer that. Everyone's always attacking Starfield Paragon. Any game that is a first-party game that had a good deal of marketing from Xbox or PlayStation is going to get attacked. Period. It's just gonna. Is there a reason why you don't talk about movies anymore, Devin May? Devin May? That's a freaking name, dude. Oh my God. I recognize that. That is an old name. And you like asking about movies too. That is like, damn, that is an old name, Devin. What's up? I feel you used to do a lot more movie content back in the day. Like 7 years ago, maybe 8. I used to do this fun thing every year where I would like do my top 10 movies of the year. It's actually a playlist. If anybody's curious about it, it's still up. Like I would do like, these are my 10 favorite movies of the year. And I did that for 5 years. I think the first year was actually 2015. It was a top 5. But I don't remember doing much else other than occasionally like a movie trailer reaction. But yeah, it's just the algorithm, Devin. And plus, like, I'm just not as passionate about movies anymore. Just quite frankly, you know, I barely even watch movies or shows for that matter. I primarily watch anime. Any anime watchers out there? Raise your hands. But yeah, I used to be a movie nut, and now I just like never touch it. I'm just gonna be honest, and I think it's because I don't care to spectate things anymore. Like I think the thing I love about video games, and it's why I love like conversations like this to get to know each other, is because it becomes like I am a participant, you know, instead of doing like a reaction or a review or whatever. Like it just feels great to be in a live conversation with somebody or a back and forth and to get their thoughts and mine, and to be able to play a video game because I get to be part of the experience instead of just spectating what the experience is. So anyway, so that's why, but I still do anime content on West Side Otaku. In fact, this was a busy week. This was a busy week on West Side Otaku. I'll tell you what, accidentally at least. All right. Let us know how Godzilla vs. X Kong is all airtime. Mohammed. All right, I'll answer this one and then I'll get to another thing here. Do you watch Delicious in Dungeon from Studio Trigger? I haven't, Guardian, but it looks cool. Like I've wanted to watch that. It looks really good. Mohammed, which game released this year will be the most important to the Xbox brand and why? Which release this year will be the most important to the Xbox brand and why? Like all airtime said, Hellblade 2 hands down, but I don't feel like it's Hellblade 2. I want to say Hellblade 2. I've watched Doom Part 2. It's amazing. It's a masterpiece. I don't think it's Hellblade 2 because the problem with any Xbox release is that they don't bother to make it feel like it's important. They don't really bother to make it feel like it's an event. Like the last time they did that was with Starfield, and the time before that was Halo Infinite. I'm talking about like when they create like live action like TV spots or trailers, or you know, have some kind of marketing campaign building up, you know, like maybe some like little storyline. Like Xbox releases now, they just kind of feel like they happen without much of a build up to them other than just, you know, the showcases and whatever. So to me, I feel like there's not really a release this year that they're going to do that with, except I believe for Indiana Jones. Gun to my head, I think Indiana Jones. And the reason I say that is because that will probably bring the most people in, because that's a huge IP to do anything with. Hellblade 2, they literally revealed the console with it. But I don't think as many people are going to play Hellblade 2, and I think they know that. That's the key thing. I think they know that. I don't think as many people are going to touch Hellblade 2 as many people are going to touch Indiana Jones. Everything else in between those two, they're going to kind of just be these AA or indie level releases, and just like, I see Bahaba, so just like Netflix releases, no big fanfare. I mean, I don't know about fanfare. I don't know if that's a word, but, just like for video games, you remember back in the day with Call of Duty, they would have like these live action Jonah Hill and whoever in like a commercial, or all these vidocs for Halo 3 and Reach, and like games would do that. But it feels like Xbox doesn't really do that anymore, and I wish they would, but I think just having so many studios, they just want to focus on the game. Just focus on the game development. We don't need a marketing. We'll do the best we can, but yeah, Starfield was the last one, because they legit got they got freaking Imagine Dragons to do a song for them. That's crazy. So I would say Indiana Jones is my answer to that question. Oh, the cam layout just appeared all of a sudden? What do you mean? What do you mean, Hyrule? That's why I was saying earlier, like I was telling you guys earlier, I was really shocked to see freaking this. I was like, oh my God, Xbox is actually doing some kind of marketing for Halo Infinite. I can't believe it. One more thing before we dive into kind of the bigger thingamajiggy. There was some Hollow Knight stuff that happened this week, if you didn't know. And a lot of people thought it was an April Fool's thing, but basically, to my understanding, clarify for me, feel free. I guess like the Xbox store page, it actually got like an updated, this is the Hollow Knight Silksong, like pre-order the game and blah blah blah, and then it actually started to also happen on like PlayStation and Nintendo. Like the store pages for Hollow Knight Silksong got updated this week, and if you're not like a fan of this game or looking forward to it, that's fine, but just know every single Nintendo Indie World, this game comes up every time. Like that's all you see in the chat. It's like L if Hollow Knight Silksong does not show up at any kind of showcase anywhere. There's like a strong cult following for this game. So just know that this was a big piece of news this week, but also just to add even more credence that maybe something's coming up for it, in Korea, they added like an SRB rating for it, which I believe that means, they played the game and they kind of went through it or something to just determine like, is this appropriate for kids and whatnot. So it seems like Hollow Knight Silksong might finally be in the corner. We'll see. I don't know. The question I have for you guys is if there is anything happening with Silksong, where and when are we going to find it out? I ask you that. Where and when will we find it out? Okay, yeah, Indiana Jones is beyond gaming. And no, I have to be honest, I don't care whatsoever about 4DX seats. I just don't. Like, I literally joked about it. Like, it's funny, because after Dune 2, we all came out and we're like, man, have you guys tried 4DX before? And then we're like, yeah. And then he's like, I would never want to watch it with that movie. I'm like, dude, me neither. Because I think 4DX is like an experience. As much as I'm not much of a movie person anymore, I think 4DX has to be for a movie that I just do not care about. because it moving around and the mist coming out at me, I'm like, I just want to watch the film. I just want to watch the movie. I don't want all this other stuff to try to immerse me into the movie. I just want to watch it. So, yeah, like Godzilla X Kong, that would be a fantastic movie for 4DX. But at least for me, that's just me. Aces, Xbox did market Starfield, COD, Halo. They didn't market COD. They were not part of that. Well, I mean, unless you mean like the store page situation thing. They just need a better focus of it. Xbox also has had Halo and Fallout shows this year. Isn't that marketing the brand there? Well, it's marketing the brand. Yes, Aces. Like they market the brand of certain things sometimes, but I'm specifically saying like building up their releases, like making it feel like their games are an event. It doesn't feel like that. What's a good example? I can't. What was the last game that came out this year? Forza Motorsport? Yeah, Forza Motorsport. I did not feel like that was an event of any kind. I think that was the last release that they had. Yeah, it was, actually, which is why I said, like, it's crazy that we're having a 7-month gap before Hellblade 2. I don't know. I didn't really see much of a campaign for it or anything, or I don't know. Like, if anything, I was too busy seeing the fact that there was a Gran Turismo movie that had no relation to it. Was before that Starfield? I think before that was Starfield. Was there something in between Starfield and Forza? No, they were like pretty much back to back. But that's what I mean. Just like when their actual game releases, like it'd just be cool if they had something like the Vidocs building up to it. Even just do Vidocs. Like, just do the Vidocs instead of live action films or whatever. That's fine. But anyway. Aces, I trust Obsidian Avowed will be good. Let's see, June for sure. Okay, so to this the Silksong question. Hyrule says June for sure. Maybe a September release. So you think, but you say June for sure. Which show do you think it would be in? Because it sounds like if you say June, if it's in June, then most likely it'll be in a show. Or do they just drop their own trailer? I wonder. Because Silksong has showed up at, like, it got revealed at Nintendo. It got, like, a release window at Xbox. There was a rumor, I think, this week that there'll be a state of play for PlayStation in May, which wouldn't be a surprise because they've had plenty of May state of plays before. Maybe it's there. Shadow Drop? Oh no. Oh no, that would be insane. It's a 50-50 with pancakes and waffles. Yeah, you guys just refuse to let one win. Correct all airtime. Yep. I don't know about if it was starting Advanced Warfare, but that was pretty much, yeah. May, but that's a showcase. If it was May, well, state of play. Well, I don't know. But anyway. Let's clarify this Gears rumors because the viewer graph is going down, so I'll just state this little thingy. So, essentially, Gear 6 is apparently going to be revealed very soon. Basically because on the Xcast on Kind of Funny, they were talking, which is an Xbox focused podcast, and Paris Lilly, he was like, I think with all this stuff about Unreal, the Coalition is like gonna really show us like how high of a game can look with the Unreal 5 engine, because those are people that really know how to work it. And apparently he got a cryptic reply from the Coalition on Twitter that was kind of like eyeballs or squinting or something. It was like just like kind of a thing, but nothing, or just like a mouth shut emote. I don't know what it was. And then he just like was thinking, yeah, so I think we'll see that at Showcase. And then Jeff Grubb, who was on the same show, which Jeff Grubb is known as like a very, very notorious insider of information, he's like, Paris, I'm just going to say, like, really quick, from what I've been hearing, that's pretty much what's going to happen. Things could change, but from what I'm hearing, that's pretty much what's going to happen. Like, you'll see some kind of teaser, just like a reveal for Gear 6, maybe nothing too crazy, like gameplay or whatever. And what I didn't realize until just yesterday is that apparently Tom Warren from The Verge essentially backed up his claim. Like, Jeff Grubb put it out on Twitter, and Tom Warren is just basically like, yeah, I can confirm this pretty much. So that's two insiders that are essentially saying, yeah, we're pretty much going to see the Gear 6 reveal at the Xbox Showcase. or at least sometime soon, but it's gonna be a showcase, let's be honest. And that's so freaking cool, because I told you guys, like I didn't think we would see Gear 6 until last year at the earliest. I had a feeling, it doesn't feel right, but now, like, as of last year, the game will have been in development for like freaking 4 years. It's crazy. So we have to hear something, right? And there was this interview as well with Rod Ferguson, who was the guy in charge of the Coalition, and then he moved over to Blizzard and the Diablo team. But he said to Ryan McCaffrey from IGN on their Xbox Podcast Unlocked, he's like, when I was leaving, I knew this game was going to take us like 5 years to make. So I like to ship games, so I moved over to Blizzard to be able to do that. This year will have been 5 years later from Gears 5. Now, it's not going to come out this year. No way in hell. But it's pretty freaking exciting to hear that Gears 6 will become... And this is not confirmation. Let's affirm that. This is not confirmation. This is just very fairly correct and reliable insiders saying, yeah, it's probably what's going to happen. So... my question to you guys, is this just going to be a reveal trailer? Or is it going to have gameplay? Is it going to have a release window? Will it be accompanied by like a Gears Collection announcement to like stall in the meantime for PC peeps? Similar to like Master Chief Collection, where they started to bring all the games to PC? What could it be? And then I have one interesting theory about the whole thing. Hyrule, what was the last time we saw the UE5 Gears tech demo? Well, it wasn't specifically Gears, FYI. I know what you're talking about, Hyrule. That wasn't a Gears specific demo. That was just a demo that the Coalition made. It looked very similar to Gears, but yeah. I don't remember when that was. I want to say it was 2022. I want to say, but I'm not confident in that. Night all airtime. Hyrule, if I see Gears 6 by June, I will go all out. What do you mean? What do you mean? I vote just a reveal, possibly a collection, Think says. Muhammad, Gears Collection / remaster would be great. It would be great to accompany it. Like, and honestly, it would be cool if I think I would prefer like just have the collection reveal first and be like, all right, and that's our show, but one more thing, kind of a thing. And then they show the Gear 6 teaser, and then they close, and then they have like the sizzle reel. That would be such a good way to close, because I think the way they do that would be such a great way to do it, because I don't think Gear 6 is, let's call it, in the phase 1. And what I mean by the phase 1 is it feels like Xbox has this way of showing all their projects, and they have like some games that are coming out within the next year, maybe year and 6 months. They have those, the things that are in the immediate future, that have release windows, release dates. Then they have their phase 2s, where these are games that you've maybe seen gameplay of and maybe a release window, but they're a bit ways off. They're not going to be within the next year. And then you have your phase 3s, where we are just revealing the game to you. I'm talking about like way back in the day when you saw freaking Fable and Forza Motorsport revealed in the same showcase in 2020. It's crazy that was freaking 2020. I think Gears of War 6 is a phase 2 game. We're not going to get it within the next year, but if they end the show with it, I think that's like a great way of saying, we'll see you next year. We'll see you next year. I think that'd be such a cool thing. Stream quality's dipping down. Uh-oh. I hope we are okay. I see we're getting very choppy. But I think that'd be so cool if they just close the show with it, and that kind of gives this idea that Gear 6 will be what happens next year. Sorry, I see the stream quality's going down. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe close all my links? I don't know. That doesn't really do anything. Okay, it's going back up. Sorry, guys. Stream quality's going all over the place. Can you still at least hear me, or is it just keep buffering on you? Also, I have to go potty soon, so we have to wrap up. Hyrule, we need a Halo Master Chief Collection remaster? Hell no! I mean, sorry. That is not what we're supposed to do here. We do not belittle people's opinions. But I vastly disagree with that statement, is what I'll say. We're done remastering Halo. We got the collection. We got a great 1080p 4K 120 frame version of the games. We're good. Let's just focus on the future of Halo and not nostalgia. The future of Halo is far more important, in my opinion. But Xbox seems to be starting to release the games Phil had planned for a long time with the teams. Can we expect a decent rhythm from here on? I hope so, Paragon. I don't like this 7-month gap we had between Motorsport and Hellblade 2. And then this year, they're just going to unload on the back half of the year with freaking Hellblade 2 and Towerborn, Our History Untold, Age of Mythology, Microsoft Flight Sim, Indiana Jones. There's so much of the back half of the year, and I want them to pace this out. Just push the game back and don't release it in exchange for having that constant release beat. If you're not going to market each of your games to make it feel like an event, at least make it feel like there's a decent sized first party thing happening every quarter, as you said, instead of back ending the year like they are. They're doing 2021 again. But anyway, do you still play the finals? Not as much as I should, Hyrule. I love the finals, but I need to play it more. I've moved on to Diablo 4, everybody. Finally. Frickin'ly, I'm playing Diablo 4. I'm so happy. It's so addictive. But anyway. With Gear 6 and give a date of May 2024. That's not in classic Xbox fashion. To reveal a game and give a release date? That's not classic Xbox fashion. But I do think it'd be very hype if they end with the reveal, and not only is the project revealed, because it's of course that's been a thing. We just needed to know that it's coming. So it's I think Gear 6 is the one game that if they reveal it, it has to come with a release window. I don't usually say that for a reveal, but I think Gear 6 is an exception because of how long it's been in development. And I think we need to know roughly a release year. At least I would hope they would know a release year by now. Paragon, Diablo 4, it took so long for Game Pass. Yeah, man. I literally have a video about that I'll release next week, hopefully, but it took way too long. Winter Gears needs to really work on the team dynamics and story. Maybe put the Hive Busters in the forefront and Kate with Kate, because the way they handled the ending of Gears 5 was kind of bad. I thought the ending of Gears 5 was crazy, man. Super controversial. I don't know how they're going to move forward with it. Yeah, I'm with Paragon. I want Halo to just move forward instead of looking back. I have two crazy theories for you, though. After they announce it, Shadow installs on your console. By the way, you guys should check your consoles after this show. What? I said this on the Gaming Duo podcast yesterday. Now imagine they reveal Gear 6 and it has a 2026 release window. And if you remember the FTC documents, apparently Elder Scrolls 6 is also the earliest we'll be releasing that is 2026. Now, the earliest, that's not when they're releasing it, but it's just that was roughly when they intended to, kind of a thing. Gear 6 and Elder Scrolls 6, hypothetically, in 2026. Do you know what else was potentially and apparently still potentially going to release in 2026? The next-gen Xbox console. According to like Jez Gordon and there was somebody else, they were just like, from what I've been hearing, there is kind of a plan to just not have a console refresh, but instead to just get into the next gen already, which Sarah Bond was teasing at. You know, they're already thinking about it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine launching your next gen console with Gears of War 6 and Elder Scrolls 6? Maybe Elder Scrolls 6 doesn't launch with it, but like it's the year after and it's like closely following. Dude, that would be insane. That's totally just fantasizing. But it's fantasizing that's like possible. It's very possible. But Simon, yes, the next box. The next box that like, look, listen, people might joke about that, but like just better hardware. That's all it is at this point. It's just better hardware. If you want that 4K 60 frame to happen consistently, unfortunately, it looks like that promise was not promised, or they didn't fulfill on that promise this year. Like on all, like PlayStation 5 as well. But the next console will be able to do it. So there you go. But that would be wild if they just launched their next gen with that. That'd be so cool. I have one more theory for you guys, but I'm going to save that for, like, I need you to keep watching my content because I have an idea that's a little bit wild that I'm going to do a little bit of looking into live right now. Let's see. Nope, not Redfall. Blade trailer. So let's look at this official trailer for Blade on the Xbox channel. There's Blade from Arcane Bethesda, now in development. But no console set. No console set. Let's look at a trailer for Perfect Dark trailer. Perfect Dark trailer. We're going to go to, this was in 2020 Game Awards. There's the logo. And maybe this one doesn't have one either. Yeah, this one doesn't have one either. Okay, well, shit. What's another good example? Well, maybe. How about this one? This Perfect Dark official interview. My point might be disproven. Or actually, let's look at this one. I have like a live theory. Okay, wait. So this says Xbox Series S and X. Okay. So let me go to this Blade one. Blade Xbox. There's no storefront. There's no storefront for Blade. Okay. There's something that I'm curious about, gang, that like I guess what I'm curious about. Okay, one more. Fable reveal trailer. I have a theory. Let's go over here. Come on. Okay, I got one more actually I want to look up here. Do you have any idea where I might be going with this? Because I have a theory. A game theory. Hyrule. Oh, I get it now. He cooking. Perfect Dark is a non-existent as far as news goes. Pretty much. God, I have to go potty so bad. Okay, this is the Fable trailer. Okay, they do the same thing. No logo. But it does say here, okay, for Xbox Series X and Windows 10. Okay. One more. Clockwork Revolution trailer. Let me look at this. You know what? I want to look at one from IGN because maybe they'll have one I'm looking for. And also, guys, who's the winner between the pancakes and waffles? Because I essentially am wondering, okay, if Gear 6 has been held off for this long, and if it did hypothetically release in 2026, which seems very likely, okay, this has Xbox Series X and S on it, Steam, whatever, okay, cool. So, what I'm essentially wondering, and I'm going to try to gather more information and make a good video about this, because I think it's potentially, and people like my theory video about the Activision Blizzard stuff. What if a lot of these games they don't intend to release on Xbox Series S and X? Arcane said that don't expect our game anytime soon. And if you like kind of look at the release schedule, Blade seems very likely to come out in 2026. It's very likely that's going to come out in 2026. Long story short, I'll try to make it more detailed in the video. How come you didn't bother to list the console? How come you didn't bother to confirm Xbox Series S and X? I need to look into this more, but you know. And Elder Scrolls 6. They currently have no confirmed console either. And it's potentially going to be releasing at the minimum 2026. And if Gear 6 gets announced without a console attached to it, 2026. Interesting. And I'm going to end it with that. So, and it looks like the winner of the pancakes versus waffles debate is pancakes. Pancakes with 26 votes, just barely at 53%. Guys, I'm going to skedaddle, but I hope you have an amazing weekend playing whatever you are. Just looking at some things. So Perfect Dark, Gear 6, and Fable next gen only. No, Fable will be on Series X. Like, that is confirmed. That is going to be on Series. Yeah, like, just keep your eyes peeled on stuff they announce going forward. If the stuff they announce going forward doesn't have a release date, keep your eyes peeled on that, man. But yeah, very well could be. But I have to go because I have to go potty. But I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing weekend playing whatever you're playing, watching whatever you're watching. I hope to speculate with